Portugal did not just struggle against Colombia. They lost control of every key phase of the match, from build-up to pressing to defensive organization. What looked like a team full of talent on paper behaved like a disconnected structure on the pitch. There was no clear attacking identity, no coordinated press, and no control in midfield. Portugal lined up in hybrid structure in possession, but the positioning quickly became disorganized. Bruno Fernandes and Vitinha often dropped very deep to receive the ball, instead of operating between the lines where they could actually create danger. This immediately created a problem. Portugal's build-up became slow and predictable. Most attacks started and ended with safe passes into the fullbacks. There was very little vertical intention, and almost no forward progression through the central corridor. Even when central players like Bruno or Vitinha received between the lines, they rarely turned forward. Instead, they recycled possession sideways or backwards, removing any attacking threat. Colombia, on the other hand, pressed with structure and aggression. They overloaded central areas and forced Portugal into uncomfortable build-up situations. Portugal's midfield struggled to find space, while their attackers failed to stretch the pitch or create depth runs. One of the biggest tactical issues for Portugal was spacing. Multiple players occupied the same zones, especially in midfield. Bruno Fernandes and João Felix frequently appeared in identical areas, reducing passing options instead of expanding them. This destroyed Portugal's ability to progress through combinations. Cristiano Ronaldo also dropped deeper at times to receive, but instead of creating fluid attacking rotations, it often led to congestion in central areas. There was no clear occupation of finishing zones. When Portugal reached advanced positions, they lacked structure inside the box. Colombia punished these weaknesses through quick transitions and intelligent positioning between the lines. Whenever Portugal lost possession, their defensive structure collapsed under pressure. The pressing system was built on a 4-4-2 shape, but the coordination between forwards and midfield lines was inconsistent. Ronaldo was expected to lead the press, but pressing angles were often poor. This allowed Colombia to play out from the back comfortably and progress through midfield. Portugal's fullbacks also struggled defensively. Nuno Mendes frequently found himself in 2v1 situations because the winger in front of him failed to track back. This created constant overloads on the flanks, allowing Colombia to progress into crossing positions and dangerous wide areas. In midfield, Portugal were regularly outnumbered. Colombia created central overloads, often outnumbering Portugal's double pivot. This made it easy for them to receive between the lines, turn forward, and immediately attack vertically. Portugal's inability to control central zones became the defining weakness of the match. Even when they regained possession, their decision-making was conservative. Instead of playing forward into space or exploiting transition moments, they slowed the game down with backwards passes. Clear attacking opportunities were ignored repeatedly. Vitinha, in particular, had multiple chances to play progressive passes but chose safer options instead. This lack of verticality meant Portugal rarely threatened behind Colombia's defensive line. Colombia, meanwhile, consistently attacked space with intent. They combined well in tight areas, used dribbling to escape pressure, and quickly transitioned from midfield to attack. Their technical quality in small spaces gave them a clear advantage. As the match progressed, Portugal's problems became more obvious. Their pressing structure broke down, their midfield failed to control tempo, and their attack lacked coordination. Even basic combinations failed to connect under pressure. Colombia continued to exploit these weaknesses with structured build-up and aggressive forward movement. Late in the match, Portugal showed no tactical adjustment. The same issues persisted: no progression, no pressing control, and no attacking clarity. The final performance raised serious concerns about Portugal's tactical identity. They rely on individual talent, but the collective structure is missing. Without coordinated movement, pressing discipline, and vertical intent, their system collapses under organized opposition. Is Portugal's biggest problem tactical structure, or is it a lack of collective attacking intent?